Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Watch or Not, the series where the first episode of an anime is not based on it if I'm going to keep on watching the show or not. And today, it's Legend of the Galactic Heroes. And it starts off really sneakily. Cause, oh look, there are horses, there's a carriage, oh, it takes place in the medieval ages or something like that, and then, BAM! No! You've been bamboozled, cause there's a spaceship there. Okay, anyways, the opening is the cheesiest thing I've seen in a while. What kind of music would you expect from a space war battle show? Well, definitely not anything like this. But let's be honest here, the visuals look gorgeous. It's one thing making a good looking sci-fi show, but when you have to depict a fleet of ships all attacking each other at once, then I really have to give credit where credit is due. There are these massive battles all throughout the show with explosions and tons of ships, and I couldn't see the animation drop anywhere. Granted, it's mostly computer generated, but it looks good. But what about the story? So this is our main blonde boy, who is the commander of the fleet, and the main strategist. And this is the redhead boy, who is the love interest. Okay, I'm kidding, I'm not sure. They just have a pretty weird bromance going on. There's nothing wrong with that, it's okay. And of course you have to have the old grumpy grumps who don't accept the new young blood, who say that, oh, his strategies are too impossible, they're not gonna work. But of course, I mean, what do you expect? They work. But in all fairness, there really isn't that much story here. There's a war going on, they're on one side, the enemy's on the other, and then they take the enemy down by thinking of an outrageous plan which involves heading straight towards the enemy and taking them down one by one. Superior strategy. And the thing is, it didn't really seem that interesting. Because, well, there isn't any story, and the characters that exist are kinda like tropes in themselves. The genius boy who is always right, his sidekick who is, something, the old men who don't like the young boy, and the enemy who is too cocky and underestimates the opponent so he gets his ass handed to him. The only semi-interesting person who we saw was the enemy's sidekick, who came up with a plan, but again he was dismissed because you just had to be an asshole. And even though this looks... mwah, there are no stakes in it for us. We haven't really gotten to know any characters, and we don't care much about them, or at least I don't. I don't care what happens to him or the enemy, so I'm not that invested in the overall battle. I don't care who wins. And that's a pretty bad sign, because it's just going to leave me bored out of my mind. So, what's it gonna get? A watch or a not? I think I'm gonna give it a watch. Because even though it started out slow and there wasn't much going on for the characters or the action, at the end, a new challenger appeared, a rival, who seemed to have a plan of his own. And even though the other side was majorly losing, the idea of them forming a strategy to overthrow Blondie seems pretty fascinating. And I'm really hoping that the new guy has some, good personality. Yeah, this passed only because it had a cliffhanger at the end that really caught my attention. But let me know, have you seen this show? Did you like it? I'm still kinda iffy about it myself, but I'm probably going to keep on watching it unless it gets mind-numbingly boring. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week with another Watch or Not. Bye.